video, we will discuss about the structure of larger memories. So far we have discussed about the internal organization of a single memory chip. Next we can consider how to form a much larger memory from memory chips. That is how to combine the memory chips to form larger memories. Because in normal case, the memory a single memory chip is not enough to satisfy the memory requirements of a computer system. So we have to combine a number of memory chips and to form a large memory system. So first we can consider a static memory system. How we can form a large static memory system. Okay, we already know that static memory is mainly used for implementing cache memory. So static memory system. Okay. How to form a static memory system by using our memory chips. So let us consider, we have to form a memory system of 2M into 32 memory system using 512K into 8 memory chips. So we have to discuss how to form 2M into 32 memory system using 512K into 8 memory chips. Okay, here the word size is 32 bits and our memory chip has a word size of 8 bits. How to combine 512K memory chips to form this large memory system? Okay. So first we can consider the 512K memory chip. So this is our 512K memory chip. This is our 512K into 8 memory chip. We have data bus of width. How many bits will be there in the data bus? 8 bit. 8 bit data bus, because we have specified here 512K into 8. So the data bus width is 8 bit. Then next is address bus. Okay, address bus. Address bus. We have 512K locations or 512K 8-bit grooves. So how many bits are required to select or to get 512K locations from this memory chip? So we need 19 bit. We need a 19 bit address to address the memory chip. That is 2 to the power 19 is equal to 512. That is why we need a 19 bit address bus. Then another signal, that is a control signal, read write control signal. Here we are using a single control signal that will be used for both reading and writing. If it is low, a 0 that indicates a write operation, and if it is high that indicates read operation. That's about the read write control line. And another line is chip select. Chip select or CS. We will call CS or chip select. The purpose of this control line is to enable the memory chip. And if it is not enabled, the chip select line is not enabled or it is not active, then the memory chip will be disabled. And the data bus will goes into a high impedance state. That means this will be just like it is disconnected from the, it will act as the data bus is disconnected from our, or the memory chip is disconnected from the other circuit. So this chip select line is to enable or disable our memory chip. Okay, that's about the 512K memory chip. Then next, how we can combine these 512K memory chips to form our large memory system. Okay. So first we assume, okay, first we have to form a memory system. We already know that our required memory system is 2M into 32. This is our required large memory system. So here the data bus width is 32 bit. So what we can do is we can combine our memory chips. Okay. Assume that these all are 512K into 8, 512K into 8, 512K into 8. Then we have one. We already know that to select 1 byte of information from the 512K, we need 19 bit address. So this is our 19 bit address. 19 bit address, and this 19 bit address is given to all the okay, this is given to here, okay. If this 19 bit address, there is A0 to A18. This is our 19 bit address. 19 bit address is given to all the, we have 4 memory chips and to the 4 memory chips, and this is our data bus. Okay, this is our data bus corresponding to each of the chip. Then another line is we have chip select line, CS, chip select line for all our memory chips. Chip select. This is our These are our chip select lines. And we have a connection like this. And if you are giving one address here, for example 2000H, this is one address, and we are giving one address through this address bus, then the same address will reach into all the memory chips at the same time. Okay, the 2000 will reach to all the memory chips at the same time. 2000 address will reach into all the memory chips at the same time, and the memory chip will select the corresponding data from this chip, this chip, this chip, and this. All these memory chips will select their data, and that data will be available through the data bus, corresponding data bus. So this will form a 512K into 32 memory system. In effect, effectively, this will form 512K into 32-bit memory system, because we can consider this as D0, D7, D8, D15, D16, D23, D24, D31. So effectively we have a data bus of 32 bits, and we will have a memory system 512K into 32. Then our aim is to build a memory system 2M into 32. Then we can form a 2M into 32 by combining memory systems like this. In four rows like this. One row, then another row, another row, and such like. If we are arranging 4 rows of memory chips like this, then we can form a memory system of 2M into 32. That is one system for forming a larger memory by using our memory chips. Okay, we can consider the diagram corresponding to that large system. Okay. Now, anyhow, here also this chip select line is connected to all the memory system. So, whenever this chip select line is disabled, then this actually what will happen? All the memory chips will act as just like they are disconnected from the data bus. Only if the chip select line is selected, the content of the memory chips will be available through the data bus. Otherwise, if this chip select is disabled, then this data bus will be disconnected from the memory chip, or that will enter into idle state. Okay. By arranging the 512K into 8 chips into 4 rows, and each row contains 4 such chips, we can have 2M into 32. Because we already said that one row will form 512K into 32. One row will form 512K into 32. We have such 4 rows. So we have into 4. That means we will have a 2M into 32. 2M into 32 memory system. Then in this case, the address lines A0 through A18, which is 19-bit address part. 19-bit address part. 19-bit address part. So this 19-bit address part is connected to all the 512K memory chips. So the address will reach into address bus of all the 512K. These all are 512K into 8 memory chips. Then the corresponding memory word will be selected, and that will be there in the output bus. But the output bus of all these memory chips in this column are connected to a single data bus, and here the output of all the memory chips are connected to another data bus, here to this one, here to this one. Then so okay, in all these memory chips that will be selected, but another line is the chip select line. These are our chip select. For the entire row, this chip select line is connected together to form a single line. For this row, we have another line for this row and for this row. Corresponding to each row, we will have a chip select line. And what we will do is we have to select only from one row. For that purpose, the chip select lines are used for selecting one row of chips from this array of chips. Okay. For that purpose, we will use another decoder. We will use a 2-bit decoder for that purpose, and another A19 and A20. Two more address lines are used for this purpose. So total we need 21-bit address. We will need a 21-bit address, including these two bits, A19 and A20. This is a decoder. Then what will happen is the output of the decoder. We will have 4 output lines based on the input address. What we are the 2 bits. So this is connected with the These are 2-bit decoder, and the output so corresponding to this 2-bit decoder we will have 4 output lines. These are our 4 output lines. These 4 lines are connected with the 4 chip selector lines. So based on this address, any one of the row of chips will be selected, and data from that row will be available through the database. We will have database D0 to D7, D8 to D15, D16 to D23, D24 to D31. Total we have a database width of 32. So this will form a memory system of 2M into 32. So based on the value of this, this is actually the most significant 2 bits of our total 21-bit address. 19 bits will be used to select from individual chips, and 2 bits are used for selecting. These 2 bits will be decoded for selecting one row of chip from the 4 rows of memory chips. Okay. So totally we will have 512K into 32 into 4, that is equal to 2M into 32 memory system will be formed. Okay.